Come on, y'all. Please touch my like thingy and subscribe, you majestic bastards. Morning, y'all. Look what I got out today. Haha, the Typhon 3S has come out of the storage bin. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Got the MX-28s on it. For those of you who may be asking, James, why don't you ever drive this car? Well, this car gives me a lot of problems. And I think I have a solution to one of my biggest problems with this platform. And if that's the case, I'll try to drive it more often. Let me show you what one of my biggest complaints on this platform is. I gotta get it out of my pocket first. See? These plastic composite drive shafts. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I'm constantly driving in areas where there's rocks. The rocks get caught in between the motor, and the next thing you know, these get ground down and broken. And because of the way I drive, I slide a lot and rocks get thrown up everywhere. I got to the point to where I couldn't get through a single battery with because these drive shafts were constantly breaking. Okay? So what I first did is I got some custom to this fitting off of something. It was an air chuck fitting that I drilled out to get fit onto this, and this worked. This lasted a while. However, it's ugly. It's ugly. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it works, but here's the other problem. You can't replace your bearing. So I never made a video on this, even though it worked very well and it resolved my problem. However, I ran into other issues with the car. Gearing, the front and rear differentials being plastic, they constantly stretched out and would break. I constantly had a lot of problems with this car, so I just stopped driving it because I drive very abusive. Let's face it, you guys see me drive. I am an abusive driver. I have zero cares when I drive, and I drive like an absolute majestic bastard, okay? And I admit that. I drive like a bastard. But RC All-Wheel Drive, thank you very much for this. I'll show you what they sent me out for this little thing. Aluminum drive shaft with the slidey slide. Now, I chose not to go with the one that has this one. Yeah, this is more for the street cars, but I chose this one because, for one, the sleeve is so big on it, on the other one, that I suspect it's going to cause problems with the heatsink. I'm not saying it will for sure, but I suspect it will. I mean, that's basically what gets us into trouble with this one. It's so big and it's so close to the motor, stuff gets trapped in there. And that's its biggest downfall. So I chose to go with this one. Will this bite me in the butt choosing this one? I don't know. It has all the flex it needs for this chassis. And I think it's going to be a great addition to this car. So I wanted to make a video on it. I wanted to say thank you very much, RC All-Wheel Drive. I really appreciate you guys sending me out this parts to come out, help out with this car. Other parts I have in this car is just a cheap little Amazon 20 kg servo. I have hot racing yoke carriers or whatever they're called, both front and in the rear. High voltage fans, and other than that, it's pretty much stock gearing, MX-28s. Basically, it's a Typhon or a 3S car with the essentials. You know, you need to hold the yokes in place. You need the aluminum yokes to hold the differentials in place, to not strip them so much. You need the metal ball ends so the suspension doesn't wear out the plastic ones every 2 batteries. The metal drive shaft, better tires. I like the MX-28s on the Typhon because, man, it just makes the car handle so well. It gives it great air control for it not having to be so fast. And that's another thing with these chassis. they don't like being overgeared. You overgear these chassis, they start destroying themselves. At least that's my opinion and my experience with these cars. Okay? All right, y'all, let me get this fired up. We'll have some fun. I think I need to tighten the slipper clutch a little bit. It does drive nice. I forget how much fun this little car is. Willy time! See if we can get a nice little jump out of this. This right here is probably one of the single best upgrades you could do for your Arrma 3S. You got an Arrma 3S and you keep breaking these little center prop shafts, go to RC all-wheel drive. Get yourself one of these. They're a very decent price, and I'm already impressed. I've had these things go out on me in less than one pack. I know I've said that a few times in this video, and I'm going to keep saying it. This center prop shaft being in plastic from Arrma has been my biggest complaint of the 3S line because it's always failed me. Always. And now RC all-wheel drive has saved us. Thank you very much, RC all-wheel drive. This car desperately needed a metal cinder prop shaft. It desperately needed it, especially for the way I drive, in the areas I drive. This type of debris, all this gravel, it gets up under the bodies, traps itself in between the motor. It'll trap itself right here. Debris like that. And then as it spins, it'll sit there and damage the plastic. So that's why I'm so happy to have finally come across a metal one. Whoops. No, you stay there. I'm trying to film. Stay. Stay. Gaboo. Hit a gaboo. Okay, sorry. But yeah, there you have it. Y'all, one of the single best upgrades you can do to your Arrma 3S. Center prop shaft. Go check out RC all-wheel drive. They'll have the one you need. Doesn't matter if you got a Granite, Vortec, Infraction, all of the 3 and 4S lines, they'll have you covered. Just go search their website. I'm sorry, I don't know how to post links, y'all, but go check it out. Here's a page of where you can see the Arrma 3S stuff. Go to rcallwheeldrive.com, go to the brands, go to Arrma 3 and 4S section. Check it out. They'll have all the parts you all need. Oh man, this thing's dirty. Who is a dirty girl today? She's a dirty girl, but she survived, y'all. She survived. Alright, y'all. Alright, all you Majest bastards, take care. Have yourself a great week. Have yourself a blessed week. And I'll catch each and every one of you Majest bastards here back on another Sunrise Sunday. Camp good. Over now, y'all. Peace.